Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Kenny's Movie Palace for a review portion of my channel. These are all the movies that I've watched the last couple weeks, and I've watched a lot of movies the last couple weeks. So some of them I have right here, the physical ones that I watched, and I have a list of the ones and the ratings that I've watched on either YouTube, Tubi, Hulu, streaming services. I'll let you know when I get there. First one up is one that I just got from Hamilton Book, but I watched it on Tubi, and that is Delta Force with my man Chuck Norris and Lee Marvin. I love this movie. I remember renting the hell out of this when I was a kid in high school. Loved all the Chuck Norris movies. This one is so much fun. I gave it 4 out of 5 Whoppers. So I haven't I watched it on Tubi before this came in from Hamilton Book. So, but you guys seen this on my haul video. So, pick that one up. Another one that I watched was a movie called Stung. It's an IFC, Patrick, IFC at midnight movie. And this was so much fun. This is, if you like the killer bees, or this is a lot of fun. I gave this 3 out of 5 Whoppers. It's what is it? Genuinely engaging and entertainment piece of entertainment. I highly recommend with that review. Although I gave it 3 out of 5, not 4 out of 5. But this is pretty good. This is still available at Hamilton Book, not a sponsor yet. But I picked it up. I will review come back to this in the future. I really like these movies. All right, now I just picked this one up, Nebraska. This movie surprised the hell out of me. I know this is like I'm 12 years late to the party on this, and June Squibb, Bruce Dern. Has Bob Odenkirk in it and Will Forte. This movie and it's done by Alexander Payne. This movie is so good. It's on Paramount Plus streaming. If you don't want to go out and spend a couple dollars on the DVD, watch this movie. It really. I gave it 4.5 out of 5. And I have to revisit back to 2013, 2014 and see what was nominated. And this was nominated for Best Picture, but I want to see who won. Oh, man, if you have parents that are older, or if you've dealt with parents that are older, your heart goes out to Will Forte and Bob Odenkirk. Mostly Will Forte, because he's basically taking care of his elderly parents. And he doesn't even live with them. He just goes over. He broke off with his longtime girlfriend. They live in Montana, and the crux of the story is that Bruce Dern, right here, okay, he's an alcoholic. He's not there anymore. He is basically ready to die, and he wins. He thinks $1 million. In one of those publisher clearinghouse sweepstakes. So he's convinced that he won $1 million. So he wants to go to Nebraska and pick up the $1 million. It's basically him and his son, played by Will Forte. He's so good in this movie. You kind of forget that he was on Saturday Night Live. He was very good. His other son, played by Bob Odenkirk, is like a TV person, like a TV personality, where they live in Montana. And he's trying to get a network job to get the hell out of Montana. But the performances are so good. Alexander Payne just knows how to make a movie, because he's done it with Sideways, and he did it again with this movie. I implore you guys, just watch the movie and let me know what you think of this. I thought this was really beautiful. Going from pretty beautiful to pretty damn bad. Kickboxer Retaliation. Now, I like my bad movies. I like the Scott Adkins movies. I like the Jean-Claude Van Damme movies. This movie had absolutely no friggin' plot in it. It just, the opening scene, I'm not kidding you, is them being like pelted by rain and them just like fighting. It's just embarrassing. And they have like the floodlights going, like you used to see like on the MTV videos, like the Duran Duran ones. I gave this 2 out of 5 just for the entertainment. The other part of it was Scott Adkins, Scott Adkins, and of all the master thespian, Mike Tyson, are getting flogged by like guards. Okay, and Scott Adkins is going, ugh, and you see the blood trickling down. Tyson's getting whipped the same as Scott Adkins, and he's not even making a movement. There's nothing, and basically you see the whip going. And Atkins is going, ugh, ugh, like, it's just, so this one, Mystery Science Theater should do this one, man, because I thought at first, there's Master Thespian Mike Tyson right there. And Van Damme, all of a sudden Van Damme, shocker, he's blind in this one. But hey, he's okay with it because he has a keen sense in the martial arts. This movie is so bad. It's so bad, it's funny. But I'm going to keep it in my collection because if I need a laugh, man, I'm just going to put this the hell on. And I thought this big dude right here, I thought this guy was Batista. Nah, he's not Batista, man. He's like just a piece of meat that he's just bad. But this movie, I like Scott Adkins movies because they're just fun. But, man, this movie is bad. All right. Let's get off of that one. All right. Please tell me if you've seen that one, too. I needed that laugh. I'm sorry. Bad day. Next one up. This movie I've been waiting to see for a while. I just picked it up from the Whatnot, and this is Marauders. I'm telling this movie. Okay, this was made before Bruce got sick. Okay, and Bruce was talking. He did a really good job in this movie. But this is basically a two-man team here. Christopher Meloni, that you know from the Law and Order movies, and my man Batista. I'm telling you right now, don't laugh at me. Batista's going to win an Oscar or be nominated for an Oscar one of these days. Dude is a really good actor. But this movie, okay, I really liked it. I gave it 3.5 Whoppers out of 5. Okay, this movie could become a series because there's so much deep detail work and a lot of character work done in this movie. I really enjoyed this movie. And the other guy, what the hell's his name? Adrian Grenier. He was in the movie with Melissa Joan Hart. What is it? She's All That? Is it? No, she's oh, You Drive Me Crazy. That's right, because the Britney Spears song, You Drive Me Crazy. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and he was also in the Entourage movie, but I know him from the Melissa Joan Hart because I think he starred in an episode of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Well, anyway, Christopher Meloni's really good, and my man Batista is great in this. So please check this one out. I believe this is on Tubi 2 streaming. Next one up, I picked this one up, and usually when I do like a mystery box kind of thing, and just have like a whole handful of ones that I had just bought, and just reach it out and just pull it in, and put it in. This is one I watched, Quartermass 2. Excuse me, gave this 4 out of 5 Whoppers. Love this movie, and it's a Kino Lorber title. I think I bought this like 2 sales ago, but I really enjoyed this movie, and it has the it has the alternative art in it. But yeah, this is a really good. It's, what is it? I was going to say 50. Oh no, it's not Kino Lorber. It's Scream Factory. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think. 1957. Yeah, it's a 1950s movie. 1950s monster movies. These are right up my alley. I always enjoy this. Next one up is A double feature. I rented these in the '80s when I was in high school and loved these, especially the first one. And I bought this off of eBay a couple months ago. I love TerraVision. Diane Franklin, who was in Last American Virgin, but I know her because I didn't see that movie. I seen Better Off Dead when she was in Better Off Dead. But this movie is so great. This one's okay. I really enjoyed this. I had fun with both of them. Don't get me wrong. And I like. I don't know who does this. Scream Factory. Yeah. I like how they include the DVD and the Blu-ray. Both movies are on disc. There is a little pixelating, even on the Blu-ray, but I don't care. These are made from this one 86 and this one 86, this one 87. Had a lot of fun watching it. It brought me back to when I popped them in the VCR and was watching it. It has like a lot of these have like a lot of audio commentaries and stuff. I didn't even get to that point in watching it because I wanted to watch the movies. But yeah, these were fine. I gave TerraVision 4 and this one 3. They're both fun. I'll revisit them again. I really enjoyed watching it. This one I bought a couple months ago on the. I think I bought it on the eBay. I'm not sure. I remember seeing this when it came out on VHS, and it's Kramer versus Kramer. This is a really good movie. Really good. Hoffman and Streep are so good. The little boy, I think his name is, what is his name? Justin Henry. Yeah. This is a really moving movie. You have to be, I cried a couple times watching this. It's tough watch, but it's a very good movie. I gave this 4.5 out of 5. It's a really good movie. All right, next one up. I bought a lot of, I guess about a month and a half ago, they had a lot of the Midnight Madness series movies on the DVD. They had them on sale at Amazon, and I bought a bunch of them. So I just picked my hand in there, and I just was. So the first one I watched was Initiation. I didn't remember seeing this until I popped it in, and I'm like, oh yeah. And this has a very young Daphne Zuniga. I think it was very young because me and her are the same age. We are young. But it was good to see Daphne Zuniga in this one. And this is fine. It's fun. It's not going to win any awards in it. Yeah, Daphne. I like how it has, what's his name, Larry Charles, and it says introducing Daphne Zuniga. But she was really good in this. I really liked this. I gave it 2.5 out of 5. Next one up is a shark movie, Beneath the Surface. This was okay. Gave it 2 out of 5. You know what you're getting with shark movies. You know there's going to be peril. You know there's nobody I know in this movie. I got it off a Hamilton book because it was $1. I think it was $1. I think $1.95. So I picked it up. It was a good watch. Good Saturday when you're washing, cleaning up the house or something like that, and you put it on. The old sci-fi movies. This one I remember renting, and I hadn't seen this since it came out in 1987, and that is called The Vineyard. And it's directed by James Hung, and you might know James Hung from a litany of movie credits. He's in from Charlie Chan. He's in a lot of the John Carpenter movies. But this one, he wrote and directed this one, and this is a real piece of crap. Let me tell you, if you like the boobs like I do, there are boobs in here. So, but this movie is bad. Just really bad. I gave it 1.5 out of 5. I'll watch it again because the girl that plays his wife in this is really hot. So I'll go back to that eventually. But Yeah, just was. I did watch the whole thing, believe it or not. It's only like an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes, so, but it's like really laughable. Not as laughable as the Kickboxer Retaliation. This one I remember renting years ago, and it's Quest for Camelot. And I thought it was a Don Bluth movie when I first got it, but it's done from his studio. The animation's good, it tells a nice story. It's got a hell of a cast in here for voice. Sorry, Wileen. And Carrie Elwes is in it, Don Rickles, Gary Oldman's in it, Jane Seymour, Pierce Brosnan, Bronson Pinchot, Sir John Gielgud, and TV's Urkel is in this too. So, not in it, but he's a voice character in it. And I bought this basically for nostalgia. I thought this was really good. I gave it 3 out of 5 Whoppers. All right. Now, the other ones I have written down. I don't have physical copies of those because they were either on streaming or YouTube or... So, first one up is this new movie, Mickey 17. My buddy Sean and my buddy Jim that I do the podcast with, they seen it. They liked it. Mickey 17, I gave it 2 out of 5. The whole thing is it's been done better, and basically he's like the 17th version of Mickey. So he regenerates himself after he gets killed. And plus, Robert Pattinson, I'm not a big Robert Pattinson. He did a good job with the Batman movie. I'm not giving him any flack for that. But this one, he talks like this. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? You know, that's how he talks like throughout the whole movie. And the kid, Steve Yen, I think that's his name, that was in one of those zombie movies. He's in it. He doesn't do anything for me. I think he was in the Walking Dead. I just didn't like it. I did sit through the whole movie, but I just didn't care for it. Next one up, my buddy Brian, the horror punk. I'll leave his. He bought this movie, and God bless you, Brian. You watch some interesting movies. I'll just leave it at that. This delectable morsel is on the YouTube Tubi, and this is called Bigfoot versus D.B. Cooper, starring Academy Award nominee Eric Roberts. I gave this a half of a Whopper. Oh my God, this movie was so bad. Not as laughable as the other one, but it was just so bad. The opening credits to this, the movie's only like an hour and 15 minutes. The opening credits were 8 minutes before you got to somebody talking. It was either driving or walking around with like the close-up shots and stuff like that. And it was 8 minutes of credits before we got to any action in the movie. It's on Tubi. I'm telling you, honest to God, you gotta witness this. Next one up is another one that Brian picked up. I love going to Brian's channel. I'll leave his link below because he gets some interesting. He loves horror. That's why he's the horror punk. He loves horror, and a lot of them are very interesting. I'll just put it at that. This one he got was Teddy Scare. By one of probably the worst directors I've ever witnessed in my life, Mark Polonia. He does a lot. Apparently, he was too good for Wild Eye now that he's on his own now. Oh my God, how the hell does this guy make a living getting money to fund his projects? I gave this another half. I was out after like 35 minutes. And these movies are only an hour long. I just couldn't take it anymore. It was like mind-numbingly dumb. Next one is one I watched on the YouTube. And it has... I told Mr. Dan, I'll leave Mr. Dan's... this was called Hoodlum. And it's from 1947. And has Lawrence Tierney in it. You guys know who Lawrence Tierney is because he was in the Quentin Tarantino movie Reservoir Dogs. He was the old man in the Reservoir Dogs movie. But this one, he is a young, spry guy. And basically, if you want to hear any like Jimmy Cagney or any kind of like how depiction of like cliche. He's a bad guy. He's been in jail for basically all of his life, and his mom, who's actually very good in this, his mom gets him out. And she goes to the parole board and gets him out of jail, and she pleads, "I want to see my boy Johnny. I want to see Johnny out." Well, he gets up, and then of course he goes right back to doing what he used to do and stealing and stuff. It was a good movie. Like I said, those 40s and 50 movies that are on the YouTube, they're really good to film more. And they're only an hour and 10, hour and 15 minutes. Doesn't overstay its welcome. It gets right to the point. But if you want to see some bad cliche acting, go to this. But the story was really good. That's why I gave it a higher rating. Next one up was a Netflix gem. I love Jeffrey Donovan. You might know him from Michael on Burn Notice. And this was called RIPD 2, Electric Boogaloo. My Lord, this movie sucked. You guys might know the Jeff Bridges, Ryan Reynolds, the original one, where they get killed and they have to go back and do... well, he's from the Old West. Oh my God, the accent on Jeffrey Donovan. I felt I was embarrassed watching it for him. That, he's got a very bad accent. And then the girl that's cast as his daughter basically looks like the same age as he is. I mean, because Jeffrey's only like 52, and this girl looked like, I'm not kidding you, mid-40s, So I gave that 2. It was just really bad, really bad. Next one, everybody in the horror community is basically loving, is a movie called Azrael. I didn't get it. Basically, it has a mute girl out in the woods, and there's a black guy she's trying to save. And basically, it's just like they're playing in the woods for like an hour, 15 minutes. I gave it 2 stars. I was done. I couldn't take any more. Next one. This is probably one of the best ones I've seen. And this was on Azrael, if you want to see it, it's on the Hulu. The Last Showgirl with Pam Anderson. Another one with my man Batista. I was so happy when I seen Batista on there. It's like I didn't realize he was in it. And her name's Brenda Song. She's in it. And Billie Lourd is Princess Leia's daughter. She plays Pam Anderson's daughter in this. Man, what a beautiful performance. Pam Anderson really deserved an Oscar nomination for that role. She was that good. Batista was very good as Eddie, the longtime showrunner of the strip burlesque show. Basically, what happens is that she's been Pam Anderson's been on the high for like 30 some years as like the head girl of this like burlesque show that's on the Sunset Strip, and they're closing down because they can't keep up with like New Vegas and stuff like that. So what happens is they just go and they give them 2 weeks, and these people have no idea what they're going to do because they're all older. And nice cameo by Jamie Lee Curtis also in that, playing her best friend in the role. I really adored the movie. It was really done. I believe Sofia Coppola directed the movie. Nice appearance by her brother in it, Jason Schwartzman, who plays a casting director in it. Really good use of 80s movies. You have Pat Benatar in there. You have Dance Hall Days by Wang Chung. I really loved it. There's a scene in there that is so beautiful with Jamie Lee. She gets drunk and she's she's addicted to gambling, and she basically is like dancing, one of her routines. I don't remember the song. I want to say it was Pat Benatar. I was singing the song while I was watching it. It might have been, was it Cyndi Lauper? It might have been Cyndi Lauper. Yeah, I think it was Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper. But that scene with Jamie Lee was really beautiful, and really, how people in America treat older people now is I'm getting older. You can see it because they just ageism is real out there, folks, and you're going to get old one day, and it's not going to be nice. Next one, my uncle told me about this. It's called Outside the Wire. It's from 2021. It has Anthony Mackie in it. It's on the Netflix. Gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I don't want to tell you too much because I don't want you to ruin it for you. But I gave it 3 out of 5. Good popcorn. Good, just like it is a little bit long. It's an hour and 58 minutes. If they cut down about 20 minutes of it, I think it could have been utilized better. But the two leads were very good, but it's just, bang, bang, shoot 'em up, popcorn movie. So, but like I said, if they shaved 20 minutes off of the story, I think it would have been better. Next one is, I found this on Saturday morning. I watched it, and I didn't even know it was coming out, and it was called Pee-wee Himself. It's premiering on Max now, and apparently he gave this director like full boat to tell his story, and people didn't know he was dying of cancer at the time that he did this. So you have like 40. I think it was extraordinary because you had you got to see like Pee-wee backstage. You got to see his house. You got to see like the people around him. Just basically Pee-wee, like talking about Pee-wee. And I'm like, if you're a big Pee-wee Herman fan, like I am and was, you'll really like it. The only problem I had with it, and I guess this is when you reach that fame like Pee-wee had at the time. When you reach that peak of fame, you get like very jealous, and you get everything had to be perfect. And boy, what to say? There's like a lot to say about this one. I didn't know if he was trying to bring everything out since he passed away after the making of this movie, but man, he was so jealous of like everybody, especially like when Pee-wee the movie took off. He was jealous because he didn't get like a writing credit on there. People didn't know who Paul Reubens was. It should, like, in the credits it said Pee-wee Herman as himself. In the writing credits, there was 3 guys. Phil Hart, that's another one. Phil Hart. Oh my God, he was so jealous. There's a great. I won't get too much into it because I want you guys to see it. But he was so jealous of Phil Hartman. He was the last cut on Saturday Night Live in 1980, and the person who got it was Gilbert Gottfried. He never talked to Gilbert Gottfried again after he didn't get that Saturday Night Live spot. You would have thought he would have been happy because that cast only lasted a year, and it was actually the worst cast that they've ever had on there. And then he came back 2 or 3 years later to host the show. So I don't know why he was so damn upset about that, because he was doing really good on Broadway and stuff with the show more often than getting on Saturday Night Live. I don't know. You got to make your own. If you guys seen it, let me know what you think. I really enjoyed it. It was sad. It was sad watching him like that, because the man was a genius. What he did, and he made like a lot of kids happy. And he does come out gay in this. Like he had talked about having a long relationship with a man in the 70s, but who cares? But the whole thing was, I don't know. Just watch it. I'm rambling about that one. I got a lot more to go. Next one up is Friendsgiving. This was a Tubi selection that just popped on my recommended ones. I gave it a half a star. It was terrible. Another one that popped into my recommendations, Delta Delta Die, and the only reason why I watched it, it had Julie Strain in it. I gave it 1 star, one whopper, because Julie Strain. The other one, Mr. Dan, I have a bone to pick with you, my friend. You picked this up. There was 2 of them, the 2 that you had picked up on your buys. I'll leave a link to Mr. Dan below. Holy cow, I'm 30 minutes into this already. He picked up Spare Parts. Okay, let's get into this. This is a chick rock band who gets kidnapped by this like psychological fan, and when they wake up, their arms are cut off and they're taken into like a Thunderdome kind of thing, where they have to survive. It's out there, so I don't. I took it. Dan had just picked it up from, I think, Hamilton Book or somewhere like that, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just watch it, dude. Beware, man! It stunk. It was on Tubi. The other one that he had recommended was a movie called Held. Okay, and it's a husband and wife that are having marital problems, and they go to this cabin that's like top-notch security and stuff like that. And somebody actually gets into the house and creates havoc. Dan, I won't tell you anything about this movie because I know you want to watch it. This movie is not good. I gave it 2 out of 5 whoppers. The woman was very unlikable. The couple was very unlikable. Everything about it was just like I just did not care for the movie at all. The next one is a movie that I've seen on YouTube, and it's called The Killing, and it's a Stanley Kubrick movie from 1957. And this is one of his first ones. It's a black and white movie, and it stars what the hell is his name? Payne, and it has a whole. This movie is basically, they had said that Tarantino got a lot of his ideas for Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction from this movie. So, and you can see it, you can tell too that he did. And if you go onto IMDb and review the trivia behind it and stuff like that, it's absolutely hysterical. The guy who shoots the horse, it's about, they're fixing a horse race in there, and they're basically, it's an inside job. There's like 5 guys. So it's from the bartender to the guy who collects tickets at collects bets at the racetrack. It's one of the trainers. It's such elaborate, done down to the time and stuff like that. You gotta watch it. And there's also a wrestler from the 50s that I had heard about, but I had never seen before. And he's in there, and he gets into a planned fight. It's really good. It's very well done. It's an hour and 20 minutes, and it's just like it's very well done. Hell, I told you about The Crooked Way with John Payne. I gave that. It's a mobster movie. I gave that 3 out of 5. One on the Peacock. I was telling Sean and Jim. I'll leave their details below. It's called Last Breath with Woody Harrelson. It's on the Peacock. I gave that 4.5 out of 5. I thought this was a really good movie based on a true story about a diving team that run into rough waters, and one of the divers, their ribtide gets cut. And basically well, I won't give it away, but he's left under there without any oxygen for 27 minutes. So it's basically in real time, and they're trying to save this diver. They tell him where to meet up and stuff, and it's just a very good movie. And at the end of it, you meet the real people at the end of the movie. Beverly Hills Cop 4. I was scared to death to watch this movie because I liked the first two so much. 3 was okay, but especially the first two. First one is just like a classic. I watched that like almost all the time when I was in high school. But this one was really cool. Axel has a daughter who's defending this guy, and basically he's just he gets caught up. I like how they bring Billy back, Judge Reinhold. The captain is who passed away, John Ashton. After he finished it, he passed away from, I believe, cancer. Bronson Pinchot's back. Paul Reiser's back. The only one I was a little miffed at was Lisa Eilbacher wasn't back. So I would have liked to have seen her, his friend, come back. But gang's all back. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 Whoppers. I really enjoyed that one. Next one up is a one afternoon. I just felt like watching Ethan Hawke movies. I'm a big Ethan Hawke fan. I watched 0 and 1s and 24 Hours to Live. Excuse me. 24 Hours to Live was made during the pandemic, and you can see how it was made by the pandemic because it was a very bad movie. I gave it 2 out of 5. 0 and 1s. He's a corrupt cop, and he has to make things right with his old partner. Gave it 2 out of 5. I didn't really care. There was another one I watched called Lake George. I believe it was on the Hulu. Gave it 3 out of 5. It was too long and drug out. I even forget who the hell was in it, to tell you the truth, because that's how basically forgettable it was. And the last 3 I watched was Love Hurts with that's on the Peacock with Data. He just won an Oscar for Chinese movie. What the hell is that called? The one with Michelle Yeoh. Whatever. Data's in that. He's not a leading man. He's a very good supporting actor, and he was very good in this. He tried very hard, but I just didn't care. You know, he's a real estate guy who was a contract killer in his old days, and basically his brother wants him dead, and his brother's like the head guy of the mob now. So going through all that, and at the halfway point of the movie, I just didn't care. I just couldn't care less. Last one, the last couple I watched was Agent Recon. It's on Hulu. This man has 91-year-old Chuck Norris in it. Chuck Norris looks like an animated robot in this movie. He's basically playing a robot, but he just sounds, and he looks like basically, there was one that was going around, a hologram of Frankie Valli singing Grease. That's basically what Chuck Norris is doing in this movie. He's just standing there and he goes, "I am a seismic," and he goes into this like a scribe about like the weapons and stuff like that. And it was like there was nobody that I knew in the cast. I didn't care about any of the characters. I gave it 2 because Chuck Norris is in it. So, but I would not watch that. And the other one was Classified. Classified. This is another one with my man Aaron Eckhart. I love Aaron Eckhart movies. He was like one of my favorite actors that I thought very reliable. Now this movie takes place in present day, okay? And he gets all of his he's a like CIA agent that's like deep undercover. Okay? Nobody knows he's around. That's how deep his cover is, okay? Well, apparently he gets all of his, this is how far-fetched this is. He gets all of his missions the same way every time. luggage is brought to his room. Luggage is brought like separately, and he has to go to the airport to pick up his luggage because, hey, JetBlue or whatever, Delta lost my luggage. So he gets you'll notice it's the same luggage all the time, and it's basically the gun. Like he's a sniper, and then all of a sudden, in every room that he goes to, there's a lockbox, and in that lockbox, believe it or not, there's a newspaper where he has to read the newspaper to get clues where he's going to do his next hit. Because all they do is they send him a ticket and they tell him to get on this flight, and he goes there with no luggage or anything like that. So they pack everything for him, and it's all there for him because they always lose his luggage. It's 2025, folks. There's no newspapers anymore. When my mom was in the hospital, they had like 5 pages, and this is in Philadelphia, and it was like a 5-page newspaper. So unless this guy's like sifting through, and he pulls out clues from the newspaper on that. But I like Aaron Eckhart, and I just didn't care for this movie. So, all right, guys, that's all I've watched. I'm sorry, I've gone 41 minutes now. Yeah, do you like any of these movies? Have you seen any of these movies? The ones that I can highly recommend the most is Nebraska. I really, really like that. Last Breath, I really, really enjoyed. And what was the other one that I liked? The Killing. If you're going to YouTube and just put in The Killing. And it's a Stanley Kubrick movie. It's a old black and white movie. So, that's it. Like, comment, subscribe. Like I said earlier, I will be back either tomorrow or Saturday with a new unboxing. I have movies coming from the Whatnot. I took part in the MVD sale, and I still have some Amazon stuff that hasn't not come in yet. So, all right, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for hanging in there. I hope you like my reviews. If you have seen any of these movies, please let me know down below. Please comment. I read them all, and I respond to everybody. So, guys, have a great night. Thanks. Be nice to each other, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.